Hey guys, I got a request to show how I do my rings on my strings, and it's taken me several days to get this voiceover done because there's just been noise everywhere, but I'm hoping this one will come out for you guys. So I'm just doing a cover swap to help show this. I was in the Alaric cover, and now I'm going to switch on over to my branded Titanic. And so first things first, I just messed around with the pockets. The Cascade pockets have become more of my favorite jam. And so it's a little harder to go back to the traditional deluxe pockets. And so I kind of have to play with things a little bit and see how everything kind of fits where I want it. It ends up turning out really nice, actually. And so I'm really happy I did this swap and get to enjoy this really, really pretty cover. This is one I don't use a whole lot because the Titanic it's a Mr. Darcy, which is now Austin leather, and it's very sun sensitive. And while the original color of the Titanic is just the best teal, it's so pretty. And the leather, of course, is always up to the Chic Sparrow standards of things and just wonderful. It patinas in the sun and gets very green very fast. And so I tend to be a lot more precious with this particular notebook itself. I've kept only this one, actually. I think I had a whole pile of Titanics at one point. And I think this is just the last one I have because of that beautiful brand on it. But I do use it very sparingly, try to keep it inside, that kind of stuff. All right, here's the rings section. So after I pulled my inserts out, these are my B6 sized cross rings. They're out. And then to go in, you just set them right in the middle. And then I take one side of the bands, the farthest band, and I go over all of the rings. So make sure you have your rings shut for this. Then I take the other side, and I'll do just the same thing. So it just goes over all of the rings to crisscross it. Now, personal sized rings, which are the ones you'll actually be able to find because I cannot find these B6 size to save me. They're a little shorter in height, I'm going to say height. And so you might find that your elastic will kind of, where the crisscross ends towards the farther part of the notebook, might kind of go, it's not off, but it'll go within the little lever and the actual backing sort of plate. I haven't found that to be a problem with the ones that I have. I do absolutely adore these B6 ones. I've tried so hard to find them again to make this transfer easier, because instead of having to, like right now where I've pulled all my inserts and set them to the side, if I had one more set, it would make swapping so easy, because then I could just move them directly to the rings rather than take them out, set them aside, and then put them back on the rings. But alas, that's just not the case. And like I said, I do have a couple personals, but I do like these ones just a little bit better. So it is super easy as far as that rings on strings. I find it holds it pretty well. I keep a pretty chunky notebook, as you're going to see, all these layers that I'm putting back in there. And so if you leave it, like if I stand the journal up on its booty, I will sometimes, when I go mess with it, have to scooch the whole ring system just a little bit back center. Gravity will just pull it down a little bit. I do try when I put my journal in my bag to put it spine down. That does seem to help keep everything centered, keep everything inside of it, and keep it really nice. So that's always good, and you're not pulling on the strings one way or the other way for it. But this ring setup has definitely been my happy place. I miss my Stylogy. I've got very good nostalgic things for my Stylogy, but the planning, the having the daily pages, the being able to really change it around so fast has just really worked lately. And so it's been a little bit more productive planning over crafty planning, and the rings just really work well for it. So here's a couple of my pocket items that I don't find work on the deluxe. So the paper clips where they stand tall, like putting them sideways doesn't really jive for me. And so I happen to have this little pocket on a dashboard, a little sticky pocket on a dashboard, and it was a great spot to be able to stick those guys. And they're actually really cute. I've been using this setup in the new cover since Sunday, and it's Thursday now. And it's actually been really fun to kind of find the little Simon clip in the middle of the planner instead of just always at the beginning. Couple more little papers here from my weeks and my dailies, and we should be all set. I'll figure out that I've got a couple things off to the right there on my deco, so I'll put those in the pockets and on the strings too. But for the most part, the transfer is generally pretty easy and quick. There are a couple of my inserts, like that little pocket thing where I've got the bookmark, that take a bit of straightening out just to make sure I've got it in the right spot. But yeah, for the most part, I'm really happy with using this. And this was a request to kind of see those rings on strings. And it was, like I said, pretty easy to pop them on there. Boom, we've got it. And excuse the cat having his post-dinner celebrations, apparently. All right, so yeah, so here's this little cute photo and the clip that I'll add into here as well. And then I've got my wax seal charm, which those are going to be coming to the shop. I've got my first small batch craftiness coming your guys' way. So my Etsy shop of Plan.Craft.Action will have its first restock in quite a bit. I've got some stickers, I've got some bookmarks, and then I've got some of these little wax seal charms. I found the perfect clip for them finally. It was taking a minute to find something that's small and then also in the right direction, and these are great. And it just clips on there. Ta-da! Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one.